to be a glimmer of hope for Subrata Roy. He's been languishing in Tihar jail since the 14th of March 2014. The Supreme Court today observed that they're open to releasing Roy if the SEBI plan to sell 67 properties belonging to the Sahara Group yields results. The Supreme Court has also observed that their principal aim was to recover the 36,000 crore rupees for making the payment in the SEBI Sahara matter and not to keep Roy behind bars. He's already been behind bars almost for 2 years now. Ashmit joins us with the details. Ashmit, what was the Sahara argument, and is it now likely that we could see Subrata Roy walk out of Tihar anytime soon?
Well, that's what the Apex Court appears to be hinting at this point. And Subrata Roy, of course, he began his arguments by saying that his counsels, rather, that he's seeking relief from what appears to be the hottest summer in Tihar. And we have, for the first time, the Apex Court observing, since Subrata Roy's incarceration, that they're willing to accept the idea that Subrata Roy will walk out of Tihar jail, provided the sale of Sahara assets begins to yield results. Now, here's the context to it all. The Apex Court had slapped a bail of 10,000 crore rupees, 5,000 crores in cash, the balance 5,000 crores through bank guarantees. Now, what Subrata Roy's counsels argued is that they've almost finished with respect to the cash component. They have already submitted 4,900 crores before the market regulator. On the question of bank guarantees, their counsels argued that they've already transferred the title deeds for 67 properties to SEBI. SEBI is at complete liberty to go ahead and, in fact, sell those assets. And those assets, as per Sahara's own valuations, are pegged at 20,000 crore rupees. Even a conservative estimate involving the circle rate pegs it at north of 6,000 crores. So the submission essentially is that the SEBI amount, as far as bail is concerned, has been satisfied, and that this is better than a bank guarantee. And in fact, that was something that the Apex Court did take into consideration. It did observe that Subrata Roy might cherish his personal assets more than his personal liberty, but he cannot remain incarcerated without charge for over 2 years. They also observed, as you rightly pointed out, that despite the fact that the primary aim essentially had been to recover the funds and not to put him behind bars, and towards that end, the Apex Court has hinted that they're open with the idea of replacing the bank guarantee component with the sale of 67 properties. That, of course, is subject to SEBI's report that it will be submitting at the date of next hearing, which will detail how the auction process has initiated. So that will be the key aspect here that will decide the fate of Subrata Roy. So more clarity on May 12th when the Apex Court takes up this case for further hearing.
All right.